Hello everyone, my name is Richie Manley, and I want to wish you a happy Halloween. In the spirit of Halloween, I dressed up as my favorite Marvel character, the Black Panther. Fun fact about the Black Panther, a lot of the costumes that you see in the fight scene, where there's a lot of tribal wear, a lot of that was inspired by a lot of different tribes that they found and talked to and researched that were from South Africa, including the Woza, the Shona, and the Zulu tribes. Now, in the spirit of the International Cultural Week, I will be making one of my favorite dishes, the South African-inspired lamb curry. And so far, I have made, included in this dish, we have potatoes, onions, bell peppers, mushrooms, garlic, minced ginger root, cayenne pepper. We have some coriander and some cumin that are specific to this dish, in addition to some other spices, including cinnamon and curry powder. Now, so far, I've had the potatoes boiling and they are just right.
Next, portobello mushrooms. So first, I'll be taking off the stems, and I'll be slicing those out individually. And I'll be dicing the mushrooms themselves, the heads, the mushrooms. Funny thing about mushrooms is, what we have out here is the reproductive organ. So we're basically eating its genitals. So, fun fact about mushrooms. And mushrooms have what's called a mycelium that spreads out underneath the ground like a root system. And through that root system, they absorb nutrients. And those mycelia are a lot finer than the roots of most plants, and that allows them to extract nutrients from other creatures by decomposing them. And so that's why mushrooms are such a great source of nutrients, because you're getting the nutrients that the mushroom has already extracted from other organisms as it decomposes them. Another cool thing about mushrooms is that without them, a lot of the dead matter that is seen would basically just be out there. It would not get recycled into the ground. So, thanks to mushrooms, that you see all the dead decomposing, or the decomposition process. Really cool. When it comes to the heads of mushrooms, the way that I like to cut them up is first I will slice it in quarters. And then each quarter each half. I'll slice on one end. And I'll slice on the other end. Then I will slice it even finer down the middle. Before completing it off by dicing it even finer on the sides. Make sure the pieces are finely diced, but not as fine, or diced but not minced. So minced is very fine, diced is a little less finer. You still want to be able to taste the mushrooms. So same thing with this one. Like to leave a little bit on just to save it for stew. So leave a little bit on at the end here. It'll work really well for a slow cooker meal later on. seasoning, includes bay leaf, cinnamon, some cardamom, some cayenne pepper, some curry, a lot of curry powder. There's some paprika in there, with some coriander and cumin. This will all be thoroughly mixed well before adding in the base, which includes the Greek yogurt, the coconut milk, the tomato paste, and the curry paste. And there goes the base. It needs to be mixed in thoroughly because the curry paste and the tomato paste are very thick. They need to be evenly spread out throughout the entirety of the mixture. Once I've got it thoroughly spread out, I will slightly increase the heat and let it boil just for a couple of seconds, and then bring it down to reduce it to a simmer boil.